gosh. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Amanda here. If you're new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've seen me before, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry, I'm picking up my cat. She's being a poop butt. She does not want me to film right now. It's okay, too. We love her. Oh, okay. She thinks she's a bird. Anyway, I don't know. I was just laying in bed. Her, asshole's, really in my face. Censor. I was just laying in bed. And I was just thinking about how I haven't filmed in literally forever, and my life has changed so much since the last time I have filmed. So I wanted to do an update. I was gonna do this in the morning and do where I do my makeup. Okay, so listen, the way this is set up right now, this is so messy, and I look like I'm in somebody's closet. Okay, anyway, listen. So right now, this is my beauty room actually, in my new house that I just moved to. I'll talk about that in a minute, but whoop her ass. I have a desk in here actually to film on, but I soon realized that I don't have a chair to go with my desk, so that doesn't really help me. I have literally no chairs in my house. Literally none, not even at my dining room table. I have to get some. And so right now I'm literally filming on top of my makeup kit with a freaking light. This is so, oh my god. This is the poorest quality. This is what's happening right now. I'm sorry, you're looking at the bummer. You don't need to see that. This is my makeup box. And then here's my mirror. This is what we're using. My camera is also gonna die soon. And I can't even place my camera flat on the light because it's not tall enough, so I'm just making it lean, and that's, if you're wobbling everywhere, that's why. This is literally horrible quality. Anyway, I'm a busy woman. What are you gonna do? I'm poor. So it's been, I think, 4 months since I've uploaded, maybe 3 or 4, I think. I don't really know anymore. I can't keep track. I'm old. I swear to God, I have dementia or something. But I was in. Will you stop? God, I can't do anything. I love her, by the way. I don't actually beat her and stuff. It's just really hard to get stuff done with her around because she thinks everything is playtime, and I love playing with her. But when I'm trying to be actually serious and do stuff, she just doesn't. She doesn't want that at all. So that's kind of rough. Let's see. The last video I filmed was probably the tattoo convention, I think, and that was a while ago. That might have been in May, I believe. I don't really remember. It might have been the end of April. I don't know anymore. But from May to about a couple weeks ago, I was actually in Idaho. I was visiting my husband's relatives, so all of my in-laws. I finally got to meet them all. They're all really sweet people. They're really great. It's totally not what I'm used to at all, because my family is actually really dysfunctional. We'll get into that another time, but I don't know. Story time. No, nobody wants to know about my family. They're freaking weird and crazy, have all kinds of issues. But anyway, their family is actually really, they're that organic church family, you know what I'm talking about? They are Mormon, so they believe certain things, and they go to church every week, and they do all that. Actually, my husband's uncle is, I don't want to say a pastor, but I think he teaches a he teaches a class at the temple they go to. It's not a church, it's a temple, because they're Mormon and they go to temples, they don't go to churches. It's really complicated and totally not at all what I'm used to, because I grew up Baptist, and then we moved to a Pentecostal church when I was older, and then I went through all the changes of it, I guess, and then I'm at the point now in my life where I don't really see things and the God Jesus aspect. This is totally another video. This isn't even what I'm supposed to be talking about. But anyway, yeah, I don't really view things like that. I don't really view that everything is surrounded by one power. I'm more of a spiritual, realistic person. So I guess you can call me more of like an agnostic atheist, kind of like into a little bit of Buddhism. I don't know. I just don't believe that there is one superior being over everything. You know, I could be wrong because we don't have like actual concrete facts about these things. But I don't know. I don't know what she's doing over there. She's being a crackhead. Oh my god. Okay, we're only 5 minutes into this video. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. Let's see. I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, I'm more of like on that side. My mother knows that. Other people that I'm friends with know that. You know, not everybody agrees with it, and like I'm okay with that. I am who I am, and I learn from things. I'm sorry, I'm looking in the monitor and not even at the camera, so like I'm being so narcissistic right now. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm not like super ugly. Oh my god, I didn't just say that on camera, because if my friends watch this and my husband watch this, they're gonna like be really upset. Also, my voice is kind of hoarse and I can only like talk from time to time, and I have to like take a lot of deep breaths because my throat is like super swollen right now. I'm getting sick from everything I've been doing and stress and whatnot, so yeah, going through that. So yeah, met his family. I had to go to the temple with them because his sister just had a baby, and they were blessing the baby. And I'm never really like an emotional person when it comes to church and those things like I described, because I have my own beliefs and they have theirs, and I don't discriminate them for their beliefs and they don't for me. But it was really an emotional time, I think, just because it was, you know, an infant. Like, I'm really sensitive to like babies and animals and things like that, so that was like a really cool experience, I think, because his grandpa is actually the one who blessed the baby, and I really adore him and his grandma so much. Like, I really look up to them. They are kind of like my grandparents growing up. I was basically I don't want to say raised, but kind of by my grandparents, because my mom, like, she worked a lot when I was younger. She had her issues that we worked through, and my grandparents would watch me a lot through that. And so his grandparents, I don't know, they just like, they have that comforting vibe. You know, most grandparents do. The grandparents, like, they're really great. They're awesome to be around. And it's awesome. So that was a really cool experience. They're from Idaho, so and I'm from Indiana, so that was a really big jump. Idaho is on the west coast. It's very close to California and Washington State, and Indiana is they like to call it like the Midwest, but really it's the East Coast. It's so close to the East Coast, whatever. So in Indiana, it's very foresty. We have one major city. The rest of it is all just like country and farmland. And in Idaho, it's basically all farmland there. Like, they have one major city, and it's like a fourth of the size of the city that I grew up in Indiana. So going from a huge city, Indianapolis is where I grew up, going to Idaho was like really crazy. His family lives in Twin Falls. Wow, I'm probably giving too much information. Anyway, they live in like between Twin Falls, and then he has a couple relatives that live like up in Haley and all that good stuff. Kimberly, whatever. And it is a very country area. There is nowhere in Idaho where you can go that there won't be potato fields, cornfields. Yes, they grow other things than potatoes there. Don't discriminate on them. Cows, horses, farms, the whole nine. Like, not just like tiny Indiana farms where they just have like cows and a little barn. Like, no, they have like whole farms with like cows and pigs and sheep and lamb and goats and all of that. Like, they have the whole nine. and she's clawing at my back right now, being a poop butt. Can't with her children, I swear. So yeah, it was a really cool experience. It's very mountainy there, but it's also very green there, so I still felt like I was kind of at home even though I was in a totally different environment. I really like going to mom and pop shops where they're like diners that are like older, owned by families, you know. I love that kind of thing instead of like big corporate like businesses. I just think it's a lot more fun. And their menus they're really cool because they have like homemade stuff on there that you wouldn't usually get from like any other restaurant. So yeah, I felt pretty at home there. It was pretty great. And to be around a functional family for once was pretty cool. So I also got this little nugget while I was in Idaho. She was born at the end of April, so she's almost 3 months old now. Here's my baby. Look, say hello, Star. Hello. She doesn't know what to think. She's never seen me film before. So I drove from Indiana to Idaho and then Idaho back to Indiana. So this little nugget came with us on a 25-hour drive is about the time it takes to get from Idaho to Indiana. My husband was with me on the way back to Indiana because he finally finished his military schooling and he's finally at his working base now, which I will talk about in a moment. I don't know why I'm so stupid. I'm also trying to be pretty quiet because my husband's actually sleeping right now and he has work in the morning. It's like 11 p.m. so like trying to be quiet. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so my husband was with me on the drive from Idaho to here, Idaho to Indiana, sorry. And there was a really, really long drive. We took turns driving, obviously, and we were gonna stop about in Iowa. When we got to Iowa, we only had like 10 hours left, I believe, maybe less than that. I don't really remember. It's a few weeks ago, so my memory is a little fuzzy, but so the way the states go is like to drive from Idaho to Indiana, it goes Idaho and then it takes you into Wyoming, and no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It goes Idaho and then it takes you into Utah, a very small part of Utah, and then you drive all the way through Wyoming, all the way through Nebraska. Nebraska is so boring. You don't ever want to drive through there. I'm sorry to the people that live there. It's literally all farmland. Also, Nebraska is also one of those states that it just has the vibe of like murder me here. So I wasn't really vibing with that at all, really. It was creepy. I didn't like any part of that. And then past Nebraska, finally you get into Iowa. Iowa's a pretty cool state when you get into Des Moines because it's the capital there. It just looked like I picked my nose. I don't even care. I'm not ashamed. I pick my nose sometimes. I don't care. I have a nose ring. Like, it happens. Like, sometimes you just gotta pick your freaking nose. It's whatever. But yeah, so Iowa's not that bad. It's also pretty much farmland, besides the major city they have there. And then from Iowa it goes into Illinois, and driving through Illinois, it was the early parts of the morning, like almost like 6, 7 a.m. And I got like mostly all the way through Illinois until finally my eyes would like not stay open. Like, I had to sleep the rest of the way from Illinois to Indiana. Like, there was no way. So I had to wake my husband up at the gas station, and I was like, yo, like, you gotta drive the rest of the way. I can't do this anymore. Like, my eyes would not stay open. I was like, this is dangerous if I keep staying on the road. Drowsy driving is not a good idea. It's actually really dangerous and can get you and all your passengers killed and everybody else on the road killed. It's not a good idea. Driving drowsy is like the same as driving drunk. Don't ever do it. It's not good. Get you in trouble, hurt a bunch of people, potentially kill people. You don't want that. So we switched, and then he only had, I am so sorry, she just hopped all the way from one side of the room to the other. That was hilarious. Like a bunny. I think she thinks she's not a cat. She thinks she's something else sometimes. I don't get her. Anyway, I think he only had like, I want to say like less than 4 hours maybe to get back to Indianapolis. And when we got to Indianapolis, we stayed there at his mom's house for the night, well, the morning, because we got back at like, I want to say like 10 a.m. I don't know, and then I slept for like most of the day because I was exhausted. Like I didn't sleep at all on the trip. I it was sleep, but it wasn't sleep, because it was that kind of sleep where you're like, you're asleep but you're conscious of everything around you, so like you can hear everything, like you can see the lights in your eyes even though your eyes are shut. Yeah, so it was horrible. I didn't sleep like at all. So when we got home, I totally passed out. I was so gone. We actually got home a few days early than expected too, so that was really cool to surprise all our friends. The first place I went was my old roommate's house. I love you guys if you're watching this. I love you so much. And we stopped there first, and my friend Anna, she's been in multiple of my videos. I surprised her by coming by, and I've never seen this woman so shocked or surprised in the whole time I've known her. And so that was really cool to see her like that. Also, when her boyfriend came home, he was just like, "What are you guys doing here?" And then the other roommate that we used to live with, he just walked in the house and was like, "What's up?" Because that's just his vibe. As soon as he like senses something, he's like, "Yeah." You know who you are. I love you so much. Yeah, it was a great experience in Idaho, but I was really happy to be back in Indiana and see all my friends, see everybody, because I missed them a lot, because I was gone for literally like 3 months. It was a long time, and so I missed them a lot. It was really great experience. Everybody fell in love with Star, my kitten, as soon as they met her. She's great. However, like, she doesn't exactly like to be around other animals. Like, if there's another kitten around, like, she's kosher, but like dogs and stuff, she's kind of an asshole. So like, she'll hiss at them and like smack them on the face until the dogs are like, "Yo, you ain't bigger than me, I ain't afraid of you," and then they like whop her, and then she behaves perfectly. Like, I don't get it. I think sometimes she thinks that she's the real shit, and like, I don't know where she gets that from. And she just needs to be put in her place. Sometimes she needs to be a little more humble. I think when she gets a little bigger, we're gonna get another animal, so she's gonna have to learn to share things. I just don't want to have another animal right now with her because she's so small that it's difficult to just watch her, let alone another animal. I just could not. I would like lose my freaking mind. Which moves us on to the next subject. My husband and I are on a military base right now out of Indiana. We moved to Virginia Beach, Virginia. I really love it here. It's really beautiful. It's very homey because it's very green and there's a lot of trees, so it reminds me a lot of Indiana. So I don't feel so homesick. I'm also only 10 hours away from my friends. For a lot of people, they're like, "Oh my god, like that's so far, dude. Oh my god." But like, I literally drove here in a U-Haul with my husband and my cat. Like, like I can drive back. It's like not that big of a deal. So it's alright. We live in a duplex type deal. I want to do a house tour as soon as I can, but right now the house isn't decorated, so it's not looking good at all. Like, all the walls are like literally like off-white. Like, this probably looks tan because the lighting in here, but like no, it's like off. The wall is off-white. I promise you, it's not like beige. And we can't decorate yet because we don't have any money to, and we like decorating costs money. So Like, we have like all the decorations and pictures and stuff, we just don't have stuff to hang it up yet, and like we don't have enough furniture yet. You guys will understand when I do a house tour. It's gonna be kind of hard to explain right now because you guys can't see it, but sorry again for my voice. My throat is so swollen, so I'm trying my hardest to act like a normal person, but it like really hurts to swallow and like I can't really breathe. So I'm doing my best, I swear. I'm also trying to be quiet because my husband's sleeping. I was working in the morning. Oh my god. Like, if you heard me right now, I'd fucking come in here and be like, what do you got? So like, yeah, I'm trying to be quiet so he can sleep and I don't like wake him up. What was I saying? Oh, freaking no. Anyway, our house is a it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. So like downstairs, I'll try to explain it the best I can before giving you guys a house tour when it's finally all decorated and like furnished and stuff. So outside is really nice. We have like a small tiny little porch with like a step. The doors are all painted red here and the outside is like brick, so it's I like the way it looks. I think it's really pretty. Not like that matters or anything, I'm just thankful I have a house to live in. Oh. But I like it a lot. Also, what is happening right here? My camera's yelling at me. Shut up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You have to see my city face. It's not cute. Not a cute angle, sis. I'm sorry. That's why I wanted to put makeup on the freaking video, because I'm breaking out like a pepperoni pizza right now. Love stress. Stress is literally the reason why I'm sick right now, and like the temperature changes and like I don't take good care of myself, but like we'll talk about that another time. So yeah, so like walking in the house, ew, seems like a freaking blockhead. Okay, I need to stop. So like walking in the house, like you walk in and there's this like little area where you can like put your shoes or whatever. It also divides into the hallway and then the kitchen, well, the dining room, and then the laundry room. A laundry room is actually like pretty big. Like, I didn't think it'd be that big. I guess it's just enough room to like fit a washer and dryer in there or whatever, but it's like kind of big to me. And there's like this little like window back there and like this giant shelf. Like, I don't know why we need that much shelf, but like I'm thankful for it. And then you walk in the dining room, and then there's our little dining room table with no chairs because we're poor and we can't afford to furnish things yet. Please sponsor me because I want to furnish my house. I would really like to do that, please. Hashtag not sponsored. No, I would really like to furnish my house because yeah, I need furniture, and we also need like, oh my gosh, butthole again. We also need food to eat, so like that'd be pretty great. And then as soon as like, it's kind of weird because the dining room itself has a door to walk in, and I don't like, and it locks, and I'm not really sure why whoever designed these homes did that. It looks like really stupid, for one. And for two, it should have just been an open concept because it's a kitchen intertwined with the dining room. I don't know why anybody would put a door in between that, but like I'm not an interior designer, so like I'm not coming for your game. I'm just saying like that's a little strange. Like if I knew the reasoning behind it, I could probably be like, oh yeah, like that makes sense, but like since I don't know, I'm gonna like trash it. Sorry. And then the kitchen, so there's a dining room area where the table is. Back here there's like a window. You go forward, the kitchen is kind of like, in a sense, like kind of looks like a hallway, and then like can you stop biting my elbow, please? She thinks I'm playing with her. I don't what is this? Stop. The kitchen, yeah, so like the kitchen floor looks kind of like a hallway. It's a little bigger than a hallway, but it looks like a hallway. That probably explained nothing. I'm trying my best. And then we have the countertops on both sides. There's counter, cabinetry is up at the top. We have the stove, another little counter, then our fridge. Our fridge is like literally huge. It's the biggest fridge I've ever had in my entire life. It's like so big. Like it's big enough to fit like a family of 6 in there. I don't know why it's so big, but like once again, grateful for it. And then on the other side we have a larger counter. I'm going to assume it's for like microwave space, because where else would you put a microwave? And there's also the plugins right there. And then there's the sink. The sink is like I'm grateful for it. I'm not trying to complain or anything like that. Like this is the first house I've ever owned in my freaking life, and like I'm really grateful for it. But the sink isn't very deep, and like I don't like deep sink. I don't like sinks that aren't deep, because it looks like I'm a slob and like don't do dishes. You can put literally like 2 to 3 dishes in a sink that isn't deep, and then all of a sudden it looks like you're a slob and like you never do laundry. It looks like you never do dishes. What are you doing? Say hi to the people. Hello. Whatever. She's looking at the ceiling fan because she's on crack. She's not really on crack, but I call her crackhead a lot because that's what she freaking acts like. She's like literally a heathen. I don't even know. Like she's really sweet, but when she wants to play, she doesn't just want to play. Like she wants to be like a literal crazy person and like climb up your pant legs and like dig her claws into your skin because she wants you to know that she owns you and not the other way around. Cats are weird like that. I don't understand, but you know, it's okay. I love her anyway. I love you. Did you see that? I told her I loved her and she freaking took her paw away from my hand. She's like, bitch, I don't fucking love you. Okay, hey guys, we are back. Sorry about that. Took a little break because my camera wanted to die. You know, it has to be the center of attention at all times. What are you gonna do? Wonder where it gets that from. Weird. I believe we were talking about my house and my kitchen, so I'll get back to that. My kitchen, let's see, so I already like said everything else, but the sink, and then there's another counter, and then under that counter there is a dishwasher, which I haven't got to use yet because I don't have the stuff for the dishwasher, like the little bars that you put in the dishwasher to wash your dishes. I don't have them yet because we're poor and like we have to wait until we get paid. And when we do get paid, that really goes away to the house, because you know, gotta pay to live places. So yeah, that's what that is. Let's see. And then right after you step out of the kitchen, there's the living room. I don't know why the living room is so big. It's really awkward and I don't know what to do with all that space. So I decided I'm gonna have part living room and then part like a reading room, I guess. So like half of it, where like the patio is, where you like slide it open and then the outside is the patio. I decided there I will put like a couch and recliner and like a TV, and then on the other side of the room where the window is, I decided I'd put like a couple chairs there, like maybe a little table, and that can be like the reading nook, I guess, of the room. I thought that would be really cute. I might do it and then hate it because I do that a lot. I'm really picky about how I like things, so I don't know, we'll see. Do my best. And then after that, like I said, we have the, holy crap, I'm scratching my tattoo and that's bad. I thought it was my leg. Oh my god. Yeah, so I got another tattoo also, and I forget that it's new, and so I keep scratching it and like I'm gonna ruin it. Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop. Okay, anyway. There's the patio outside. We have a sliding glass door. It's very pretty. I love it so much. Basically, our backyard is not a yard literally at all. It's literally the patio, so it's like a concrete slab and then you have to put like your trash cans back there, and then there is the, man, I don't remember what you call it, there is the there's the air conditioning unit outside, and it is like the yard fenced in. I can't wait to show you guys the house because you're literally gonna laugh at my yard. So it's literally like fenced in. It's like a white like privacy fence, and then you like open up the back of the fence. There's a little, I don't really want to call it a door, but I guess it's a door because you open it, and you open it, and there's actual like big yard out there with sidewalk, and then that's where you go and you take out your trash and bring it around in the morning. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You probably don't care. I don't know. But our yard is literally like just, man, it's not even big, so I don't know how to describe it. It's literally just like, so the concrete slab, the patio, and then like a little patch of like literally dirt. They tried to like lay the stuff down to give us grass, and like all that's growing is weeds, and it's literally just mud. And it apparently rains here a lot, which it's rained, I want to say like 3 times since I've been here. So it's literally just like a mud pit back there. Like it's like a literal mud pit, like small mud pit with just weeds growing in it. It's so bad. I'm just like yeah, I should like call them and be like, hey, can you put some grass down? But like at the same time, I really don't care because I'm not gonna do anything with it anyway. Like it's not a big deal. So also we had a tiny little storage shed outside with our yard. And then you come back in the house, and then like I said earlier, when you enter the house, there's a hallway. The hallway connects to the living room. Inside the hallway we have a closet. That is where we put all of our kittens stuff, like her litter box and her food and whatever. We keep it all in there, so it's confined to one area, so it's not such a mess all the time. Also it's in a closet because if it smells bad, like I just have like this air freshener in there, and then I shut the door because I don't want that smell in my house. Like, have you smelled a litter box? Like it's not good. Like the stuff that comes out of her butt is like so bad. Like she can literally be on my shoulder like she was earlier, and she smells like an actual asshole. I'm not really sure why. She doesn't like to clean her butt. Like I don't get it, but I'm not a cat. I don't know why she's lazy. I don't know where she gets that from. Weird. So yeah, there's all that. And then right across from the closet in the hallway goes up the stairs. I'll get to that in a minute. And then right next to the closet there is the downstairs bathroom. It looks very nice actually. When we came in, like the first night we got here last week, they had a little, okay, enough of that. They had a little gift basket in there with like a toilet plunger and like shampoo and conditioner and like and body soap and all that good stuff, and I thought that was really nice of them to put that in there. And then across from the bathroom there's the part where the furnace goes, and obviously we can't get into it because they don't want us fucking shit up, even though I actually know how to handle like water heaters very well. Like I've handled them multiple times in my life, and I know how to check what's wrong with them, and then like know how to be like, yo, like what are we doing to fix this? Like it's not that hard, but like don't tell them I said it because like I don't want to offend them and like take their money. Moving on. So like I said, there's upstairs, and the stairs are freaking weird. Like I like them at first because they don't go straight up, but then I tried to bring a box spring upstairs and it doesn't fit. So this week when my husband is off work, we have to call the maintenance people so they can pop a window open and then put the box springs upstairs, because you can't drag them upstairs because they don't fit. And I'm pretty sure a man designed this house because men don't think about these things. Sorry men that are watching, but men don't always think about the finer details of things, like, you know, getting a box spring up the stairs. It doesn't fit, so popping a window open, yeah, that's the more convenient option. Like, y'all didn't think about the measurements when you were like building. Like literally it would fit if like the stairs weren't so freaking awkward. Like because okay, so like you go up 4 stairs I believe, and then you turn, and then you go up 5 stairs, and then you turn again, and then you go up 4 stairs, and it's really ridiculous. And the way the ceiling is placed above the stairs, the first set of stairs, like going upstairs, is very low, and then all of a sudden, like, the ceiling is like high as fuck all the way up the stairs, and I don't know why they did it. I don't know why they did that at all. Like, if there was just a little more space from like the stair and the wall, like if it was just spread out a little more to the right, like it would be perfectly fine, and like the box spring would fit, but like no, they just don't think those things through. So yeah, like, I'm not shitting on you if you made this house, like you did a good job, because I like it, but like, I don't know, for future purposes, just think about like people having to do things. I don't know, like, things just need to be more functional and less like for looks, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna complain. Like I said, I'm grateful to live here. This is the first house I've ever lived in, and it is also the nicest house I've ever lived in, so I'm very thankful and grateful for it. I'm not being a shithead, I promise. And then as soon as you walk upstairs, there is my beauty room to the right. I'm not going to show it yet because, like I said, it's a mess. The house is still a mess. It's going to be a mess for a while until I get everything figured out. And then right across from the stairs is the guest room. It's very nice in there. It's not very big, but I like it. I think it's cute, and I can do a lot with that little space. My beauty room is actually a lot smaller than the other guest room. Technically these are bedrooms. The master bedroom that me and my husband are in is literally massive compared to the other 2 rooms, which, like I said again, is a little like weirdly put. Like, it should be a little more functional, I think, but like I said, I don't design houses. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking out of my asshole. So there's that. And then right beside the guest room, there is a bathroom. That is the bathroom for guests, or like, I guess if you had kids, you know, they could have a room and then they share a bathroom or whatever. The bathroom for guests has a bathtub, which you'd probably be like, oh my god, duh, it has a bathtub, like why wouldn't it have a bathtub, like it's for guests. Listen. In me and my husband's bathroom, we have a standing shower, so that's why I felt like I had to clarify that. So I take a lot of baths in the guest bathroom because that's the only place I can take baths. I really like the tub, actually. It's like the first tub that I've actually like fit in and not felt like a freaking giant. Like in all the other bathtubs I've ever been in, I always feel like a freaking giant because they're so small, but in this one I'm like, oh, it's like a normal sized bathtub. Like, wow. What a thought. It's probably like an average sized bathtub. I just probably think that it's better because it's my own house. I'm biased, what can I say? And then outside of that bathroom, there is a closet directly facing the guest bathroom, and that's where you put all like the towels and all that good stuff for people to use. And then you turn and it's my husband and I's bedroom, and it is massive in there. Like I said, it's very massive. When we moved in, we were like, oh my god, this room is huge. Same thing with the living room, both huge. Don't really understand why, but I guess we'll find room to like put things in. I don't know. Also, in our bedroom we have a walk-in closet, which I absolutely love. I've never had one in my life before. I think it's really cool. The room that we're in is the biggest room I've ever lived in. It's the biggest bedroom I've ever had. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm really like, like my inner like kid is like screaming because this is her, like, I don't want to say dream house, but growing up I was always envious of people who had homes like this, because I just thought that they were so freaking cool. Like, I grew up really poor. My friends around me were really poor, but I would always drive past houses that would look like this, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I want to live there. Like, one day I want to live there. I want to live in a house like that. I think it's so cool, and I finally do. And so every day I wake up and like my little 8-year-old self is like, ah! Like, living the life. Our walk-in closet, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do a house tour because the closet is my favorite part of my entire house. I know that's probably ridiculous, but I'm a woman and I like my space. And there is plenty of space for my side and there's plenty of space for my husband's side. Like, there is enough space in there to put, I want to say like 2 or 3 twin beds in there, like at like 1, 2, 3, not like to the wall, like from side to side, but from the back of the closet to the door of the closet. Like, you could probably fit like 3 or 4 twin mattresses in there. Like, it's pretty nice. I really like it. And it holds all my crap. Like, I didn't realize how much crap I had until I moved into this house and I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much crap. Like, I've been living out of totes and garbage bags and suitcases for a while because I move a lot. And so when I finally unpacked everything, I was like, oh my god, I do not have this much stuff. Like, this is crazy. Like, my friends were right. They were like, when you get a house, you realize, like, you have a lot of shit. And I was like, no, like, I don't have that much stuff. And then here I am with, like, literally, like, a closet full of shit. Like, you guys will see when I do a house tour. It's pretty massive. And then out of the closet into our room. The other side of the room, there is our bathroom. We have our standing shower. It's actually pretty small in there, but like I said, I'm not gonna complain. Like, I've never lived in a house where I had a bathroom in my own room. Like, I've never even had that before, so I'm really privileged and really grateful. My husband worked really hard to find this house for us. He was actually the house hunter for us. I was a little nervous at first because I don't want to say my husband has bad taste. He really doesn't. But he doesn't always look into the finer details of things. That's more like my side. He kind of does the basics, which is really nice because when I'm looking for things, I take a very long time because I search through all the finer details. And he just, I don't know, he did a really good job with finding this place, and we found it. And he was so funny. He was like, I don't even know what we have in our house. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know what we have in our house? Like, our kitchen appliances and whatnot. And he was like, I don't know, I only looked at the blueprint, I didn't look at the pictures. And I was like, oh my god. Like, that's such a man thing to say. Like, I love you so much, like I love you so much, and I'm not making fun of you, but it's totally like, man. And if you guys knew my husband, like, that's totally like that's like totally him, like, all the way. He like doesn't always look through things completely until I do it, and then he's like, oh, well, I didn't think about that. I'm like, oh my gosh. So let's just say we're grateful to have each other to work through the process together. It's pretty great. So yeah, I really love it here, and I'm really excited to show you guys. Sorry, I'm trying to like make this quick. I have to hold the camera now because it's like dying, and so I'm trying to like charge it at the same time. But anyway, I just wanted to say I'm really grateful for you guys watching my journey from when I started my YouTube channel to now. I know that I'm very inconsistent with uploading, and I have a lot of reasons for that. I'm not always very confident in the product that I put out, or I don't think that people want to watch it, even though when I put it out, everybody watches it and everybody always has a great response to it. But it's, I guess you could call it an insecurity in a way. I just am not always comfortable with putting out certain content because I just don't ever think it's good enough, which is a really bad mindset to have, and I don't like being that person with that mindset. Like, I really hate being that person, and I'm trying to like change that. And I've had people tell me like I've had friends tell me before that I need to put out like more raw content, like with me being like honest and open and like all that stuff. And like, I am a really honest and open person when it comes to being around my friends and like things like that. On camera it's a lot harder. I feel kind of weird sometimes, even though this is really like, I love doing these things and I love making videos for people to see, even though like it's not the best sometimes. Sorry, I didn't mean to zoom in on my face, that's gross. My content may not be the best sometimes, but like I do it because it makes me happy in a way. Even though I don't always love what I put out, I do it because it makes me feel better in a weird way. I have so many emotions all the time, it's really hard to explain it, but yeah. And I don't like being that person who gets behind the camera and like is upset or is like struggling publicly. I'm a very private person when it comes to those things, and I'm trying to open up more because I know if I do, then I'm bound to help somebody else who's been, you know, on my side of the tracks or in the same shoes or things like that. So I'm trying really hard to do that. I'm trying really hard to be consistent with uploading and making videos and editing because I really do love doing this. I just think that my life most of the time is pretty boring, you know, like I always think, you know, I'm not a celebrity, like my life has changed a lot, I don't have my friends around anymore, they're 10 hours away from me, like my life is boring, like I sit at home alone all day when my husband goes to work with my cat, like that is my reality, and I know that nobody wants to see that, so it's hard sometimes to just sit down and even just like this video right here, this is kind of like difficult because it's like midnight and I'm here talking about my feelings, like it's weird, like I'm not that person online, so it's just strange to me. I'm doing my best, and thank you guys for standing behind me all the way. I really appreciate it. I know it's difficult when someone is so inconsistent and like not always confident in themselves and kind of insecure that it's like hard to watch, and I'm trying not to be that person because I know that it's annoying and nobody likes it, and so I'm trying really hard to grow from that. But thank you guys for watching me grow and pause and go again and pause and go again. I should probably start putting myself on like a daily planner, but at the same time it's also hard for me to do that because I also don't know like what kind of videos I should put out. Like, should I do a makeup video today? Should I do like a story time? But like it's hard because, like I said again, it's hard to realize that people actually watch me and that I'm actually out in the public eye. Like it's really weird to me. Like I always just think like, oh yeah, I'm out in the public eye, and then I like it for like 12 seconds, and then after that I'm like, yeah, but I'm just an ordinary person, so like it's not that big of a deal, and then I just like slump back into this gross like sluggish person that I don't like to be, and it's just I don't know, I need like to figure it out. I know I need to figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point, but I'm still young and I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to get to know who I am and what I want in life, and those are really big questions and like I don't know how to answer them. All I know is that I'm usually a happy, joyful person, and I love being with my friends. I love making people laugh. I love being creative and being out there, and it's been pretty difficult lately. I've had a lot of I guess self-image issues lately, and I don't like saying this online because I don't want people to be like, oh my god, like, oh, get over yourself, like it's not even a big deal. Like I don't know, I've just had like a lot of like breakdowns lately and realizations, even though like my brain, it's not nice to me, and I don't know why I believe it. Like it's not the truth at all, but it's still like gets me somehow, you know what I mean? Even though everybody around me is reassuring me that like all is well, my brain is like, no, they lying to you, sis. So I don't know, I'll probably talk about that in another video too, This is getting really dark. I just wanted to update you guys on my life and go from here. And I really hope that I can continue to be consistent and be the online version of me that you want me to be. And I hope that I stay true to myself in trying to do this, and I stay consistent and I give it my best effort. So I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully see you all in the next video.